Alright, hey guys, welcome to the JB's Nature Walk. I want you to see what I'm looking at right now. All wet, mushy and all this, right? I want you guys to see this. I'm at Marsh Point Nature Center. This is on the trail, guys. It's all water everywhere. Prime marshy habitat. Still walking to my destination, or just how to say my hunting spot. And I'm gonna talk more about my hunting spot when I get to that exact spot. I'm actually going to the same spot I went last time, guys. I was telling you about. This is Marshy Point Nature Center, guys. Look at all this water. You see all this? I'm walking on it basically. Even in the forest, there's a lot of water at a certain point. You see all that? This is why it's called Marshy Point Nature Center. Look at all that beautiful water. All in the forest. Natural habitat, guys. I gotta pay attention when I'm walking. You definitely need the right shoes. Look at this part, guys. Nothing but water on the forest floor. Right behind me. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut this video off and I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna be at, and I'll show my face again in a few minutes. Alright, see you guys later. Alright, hey guys, so welcome to the JB's Nature Walk. Alright, real quick guys, I've started a new Patreon page. I've included a link below the description. So by becoming a new member today, guys, you will see new releases of the videos before I post them on the YouTube, and you also have the opportunity to support me in what I do. Alright, let's get to it, guys. Alright, hey guys, so I'm going to share with you some images that I've taken with my phone at Marsh Point Nature Center. So I hung out around the vernal pond area, and I was always drawn to the pond. It's nice and small and quiet, quite intimate place to be in. This is probably like one of my favorite images that I take with my phone on this day. Overcast days, not my typical day, but it's always good to be outside in nature, regardless what the weather is like. At least if you have the resources and means to do it, then definitely do it. So again, I got like a few images that I'm gonna share with you guys, probably like a video of just me doing things throughout the day. So I definitely like this view here. Just look at all that water, man. It's a lot of water, man. It definitely flooded out everything. Like, I was just so surprised. But I mean, I guess you can't be too surprised, because the water sits there all year round. So water is it's like very stagnant. So it's not really, it's moving. I guess I can't say it's stagnant. Water is always moving, because especially when it's raining, it's moving and it's flooding and exploring other different parts of the land that is nearby. But you definitely gotta be mindful of the shoes you wear, because your shoes can definitely be quite soaked. Yeah, just look at this. This is a great shot of like the just the marsh just took over, man. Look at this. Look at the trail. It's gone, man. I'm glad that little planks are there. I think that's why they put them there, because they know the cycle of the water of this park. But this is typical behavior in this type of the habitat we're in. It's marshy, so you're gonna see a lot of water just on the forest floor like this, just all over the place. But this is natural Maryland marshland, native type of habitat. Water is always gonna be sitting around Maryland, and a lot of the states on the eastern seaboard have a lot of marshes, mostly because it's right by the ocean as well, so it's definitely prone to have marshy habitat. And I actually love it, this type of habitat. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks so nice. Nice view of it. You have this marsh. It just looks natural. You don't really see as much swamps as you're supposed to see. If you're outside the Maryland area or the eastern seaboard, but if you really do a lot of road trips like I did, you will see a lot of marshes along the roadsides, along the highways and stuff like that. At least I've noticed that type of habitat. Um, so definitely become more cognizant of that because that's typical habitat you're supposed to see. But usually in areas where there's a lot of land development, I'm in Baltimore, so they got a place called White Marsh. You just got to question why they call it White Marsh, you know? Because clearly there was some type of marsh here in this area. I was actually talking to a coworker of mine. He was telling me about a place where a huge corporation, they built some type of large structure there. It wasn't there recently, but the coworker was telling me it's like before this building was here. He said there was a huge marsh here, and he's actually from Baltimore, so he knows the area pretty well, more than I do. I'm not from here, so the fact that he told me that, it's like, that's interesting. He said, no wonder they call this area White Marsh. I think this whole area was nothing but a marsh, but a lot of it just been drained up for land development. So land development, farmland, and just for businesses to build structures and all that stuff. So yeah, but just look at this water, man. Anything that the trees and plants that live in this type of habitat, they are native to this type of habitat. They're closely in sync with the cycles of the water. They just kind of go with the flow, just like as the water goes. But I definitely want to, on this channel, capture the beauty of the swamps or at least that I will show you guys at Marshy Point Nature Center. Gorgeous. I'd actually probably get some pictures when it gets warmer. Once it gets warmer, I can probably definitely capture more greenery, and also with the swamp and the forest floor as well. Yeah, this is the last image, guys. And you guys are going to see me again in the video in a few seconds. Alright, guys. Alright, hey guys, welcome to the JV's Nature Walk. Getting closer to the destination. Just look, man, this is nothing but swamps. It's a huge swamp. The whole area that I've just been walking to, it's been nothing but water all over the place. A swamp. And this swamp is really pristine. You can see all that right behind me is water. Nothing but water sitting there, that's what a swamp is. Gonna keep walking. Bit nippy out here. I guess beautiful New England weather. Oh, look at this part right here, guys. Shit, all of this is beautiful, but let me see. If I can capture that behind me, you see all that? That's nothing but a swamp. And this part behind me as well. I don't know if you can see all that. I'm just on this trail in the middle between the swamp. Alright, I'm gonna get to the part where we see the wooden planks. Jesus. I don't hear those frogs anymore. almost there, guys. Here's something coming out of the water. I'm not sure what that is. This place is fully flooded. Okay, before I can get to this wooden plank, guys, look at this. Look at all that water. So much water, guys. Right behind me. That is crazy, man. On both sides, not even just this side, but on this side as well. There's a whole bunch of water on this side as well. It might be hard for you to see it, but there's a whole bunch of water over there. Jesus. I might have to be careful. So we're gonna start walking on this wooden plank here. I was thinking about bringing my mat so I can sit, but I had to bring all this stuff with me, so I didn't bring it. Well, now I gotta be careful. Definitely be careful when you come out here, guys. This ain't no joke. Alright. I just gotta find a spot where has good cover. Alright, now you need to know what I'm talking about, guys. You see all this? It's just water all over the place. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this phone on this. It's a selfie stick and a phone tripod. So I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna set my camera up and I'm gonna talk about what the game plan is. Alright guys, talk to you later. Hey guys, so welcome to the JB's Nature Walk. I'm just showing you guys what this looks like from my perspective. Just look, a beautiful swamp, guys. It rained last night, so more water has accumulated. I'm basically sitting on top of the swamp, like literally though, you're gonna see in a minute. I'm just sitting right on top of it. I'm probably gonna do like a 360. So I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna show you the other side. Yep, you guys saw a 360 view of this amazing swamp. Alright, hey guys, welcome to the JB's Nature Walk. I'm in this beautiful swamp, guys, Marshy Point Nature Center. I'm not sitting on the water, but I'm on the plank right now. So, basically where I was last week. You can see all this. Let me put it back where it was. Alright, so you guys can see what I'm looking at right now. Alright, so really cold out here. Next time I'm gonna bring my mat with me so I can sit on it. Right now I'm sitting on the wooden plank. But the wooden plank isn't that bad, but the mat will make it a little bit more comfortable for me to sit. Alright, so Oh, I'm seeing something flying away right now. A turkey vulture. I see a lot of bird of prey flying activities. This is really good. This is a good spot. But this spot, as you can see, provides me cover, but also opens space where I can actually photograph some birds in flight. I have my camera pointing this way. I think the sun is somewhere over here, I think. I'm not sure. So I'm going to talk about game plans or hunting strategies I use to get birds and other animal pictures. So I usually use, I'll say 3 methods. Either just sitting in one spot the whole time, I call that perch hunting, or just sitting long periods of time. Actually, I consider perch hunting when I'm just kind of going one spot, then I go to another spot, and I go to another spot. So that's perch hunting. This hunting strategy I'm doing right now, I'm just going to be sitting in one spot. So I'm not going to be going anywhere else. I'm just going to be sitting here. I'm just trying to get a feel of this specific spot I'm in. This is like my second time coming to this specific spot in this marshy area. I haven't really done this before where, I'm just observing and getting some shots of stuff. I'm actually going to have to pay attention because these vultures are flying. They flew around here last week. I have to pay attention, guys. They went away now. Yeah, so I gotta pay attention because these guys, they like flying around. So I gotta be paying attention all the time. I just have my camera in my head, I guess. The other strategy I use is walking around a lot. Basically, I could just be walking around the whole time. I'm not really stopping. If I am stopping, it's just for a brief moment. So the option I'm doing today is just sitting in one spot. Doesn't guarantee that I'm going to get something, but usually if I'm new to an area, I would just sit in one spot for a while, if not the whole duration of my time here. And since I'm a big fan of swamps, Maryland, marshland, that's what Maryland is. It's a marsh land. I think that's what they named it originally, marshland, instead of Maryland. Because M-A-R, Maryland, marshy, then they just got rid of the S and H. But yeah, it's the land of the marsh. So I gotta get acquainted with this area, since I'm not used to hunting or necessarily looking for animals in this type of habitat. I'm gonna have to do a lot of research in a way of just sitting on one spot and just observing. I was reading my bird books yesterday. It was about the Ferruginous hawk. So the Ferruginous hawk, it lives in North America, but lives in the western part of the country. And this specific hawk utilizes 6 hunting strategies. It either sits in the ground, like I'm doing right now. It will either fly over, low over the area. So it's like cruising by, low over the vegetation. Another strategy it would do is perch higher above. That's the third one. The fourth one, it will soar in circles high above, or it will hover or kite. So that's 6 hunting strategies. And a study done by a scientist who was out there, he came from Pennsylvania, but he went out there to study the Ferruginous hawk. For some reason, the Ferruginous hawk utilize the perching on the ground the most often, even though the other strategies, basically when it's flying around or it's covering or kiting, they constituted 20% success rate in getting prey. 10% was, okay guys, I gotta pay attention now. It's gone. 10% of its success was from, I think, just perch hunting. Probably like perching from, not from the ground, but from a higher vantage point. But the worst success rate was actually when it's perching on the ground. So 20% was flying around or covering and kiting, but 10% were just perching from a higher vantage point versus from the ground. But the one utilized the most, surprisingly, was they were just perching on the ground. And the scientists think that it utilized that strategy because they're trying to conserve energy and they had enough energy to fly away from predators. So, surprisingly, I'm doing the same thing. I mean, 20% success rate isn't that good, but it's not easy being a hawk. But I'm amazed and inspired that it has that many hunting strategies just to implement, because especially out in the open like that, you would think it had less hunting strategies. But because it's out in the open, it can be more creative and it can implement different creative hunting strategies to get what it needs to get. But since I'm not in open country out west, I'm just using that as an example. I'm in this marshy area, and I just told you my 3 hunting strategies. I only got half of what the hawks have, right? But since I'm new to the area, my best bet is to sit in one spot and observe. But already, guys, you've seen me observing just the vulture activity. They love flying a lot around this area. I know you guys haven't seen them, but I've been seeing them flying around. So, I mean, the first time I came here, the red-shouldered hawk was perching somewhere on this side. And I do believe that the hawk probably hunts here more often, because this hawk specifically lives in this type of habitat where it's really marshy. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of overcast days at all. But you know, I don't want to sit in my apartment for 3 days straight. I gotta do something. So I like being out and about in nature. It's getting windy now, guys. It's supposed to be windy, really windy today, so I gotta definitely stay warm when I'm out here. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do that strategy where the hawk didn't get much success, but in our case, it might work for us. It's overcast, it rained, and because that it rained last night, some of the birds' feathers are wet still, so they're not gonna most likely be that active. So it doesn't really make sense for me to walk around. That could increase my chances, but I feel like if there is something nearby, it will become more active once it is hungry. So I'll see more action either way. But this is the hunting strategy that I usually implement on my nature walks. I'll just sit in one spot usually. It doesn't always guarantee me much success, but I want you guys to know that. I want you guys to see like how I go about getting these pictures and learning what my success rate really is. It's not the pictures you guys seeing on my Instagram page. I've got those pictures months and weeks ago, but most of the time I don't get a damn thing. But sitting in one spot, that's my preferred method, and this is what the red-shouldered hawk does. I learned my hunting strategies from the hawks. The red-shouldered hawk specifically hunts in one spot. It will perch really low on these trees, not at the high point where the red-tail usually does, but the red-shouldered hawk perches like mid to low of the branches of the tree. That's how it hunts, and it just sits and waits and see it pounces on something and just gets it. It usually dive from above, from where it's either flying or it's perching. So that's basically what we're doing, but we're sitting on the ground like the Fujian hawk usually does out west. So definitely look into the Fujian hawk. Really an amazing bird. It's the largest hawk species in North America. But today we're going to focus on the strategy of the red-shouldered hawk, which is to sit in one spot for a while and see what we can get. So I'll let you guys know what I get, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, guys. Hey guys, I'm going to share with you some selfies and some trail images that I've captured on my hike or nature walk. So I'm going to show you that. And that would be it basically. I think at the end I got like another trail video. So I'm definitely thinking about just incorporating different forms of content for you guys. Not just like the nature, well, it's all nature based, but like definitely want to get like, it might not be selfies all the time, but I'll definitely get some more trail pictures, like some more nature shots of the habitat that I'm in. and also getting videos of not me walking, maybe sometimes me walking like in view, but also not in view, and just getting like a trail view, and what you guys seen earlier. I think it makes it more, at least the video, more engaging and more interesting, in my opinion. But just let you guys no, just let me know what you guys want. But I think that's basically what I want to do. Actually, that's something that I've been thinking about. So you have different types of content to look at versus just what I've been doing before. I'm just giving you like the bird pictures and that's it, but not like this is like sort of like behind the scene type stuff. I'm kind of like showing you guys um, how I'm thinking. What do I do to get the pictures? So it tells more like a story, if that makes sense. I'm kind of giving you like a nice, almost thorough story of what I did on this day when I was on my nature walk. So they'll make it, like I say, more engaging. Here's me posing for the camera. I got like a selfie stick tripod for the phone. So it's pretty cool to have that. I definitely want to get definitely more of these type of imagery. I should probably get some more selfies in my videos. Just to show you guys like I guess what I'm doing, what I look like. Um, I'm definitely sitting down on that day. It's cold as hell. Next time I'm gonna bring my mat. But it's getting warmer, so I think bringing a mat still when it gets warmer is probably the best idea anyway. Yeah, nice selfie stick. I think I got it like last year. Yeah, this is like a really fancy one too. Still got the boots. I got that like a few years, or maybe a couple years ago, I think. Yeah. And I think this is the last selfie, guys. Then I'm gonna show you some of the swamp images that I've got. Yeah, I can't wait to see like the frog species. There's a lot of frog species here at this park. I mean, it's Marshy Point Nature Center, so there's a marsh. Whole bunch of frogs here, I'm sure. But I gotta wait until it gets warmer for them to emerge. And I'm probably gonna be hearing a lot of stuff. I'm gonna try to film and capture that as well. Hopefully I can get some frog pictures too. That'd be great. Usually I just go to Oregon Ridge Park to get my frog pictures. But I'm gonna see if I can get some frog pictures at a Marshy Point Nature Center. And hopefully like different frog species though, like not just the northern green frog. I want to definitely get some new ones as well, so I can definitely get that on my website and just to have that under my belt. And I think there's like 7 or 8 different frog species you can find in this marsh. So there was a sign up there at the front before I went to this part of the park that tells you what kind of frog species are there. So we shall see. It's gonna take some time, of course, but I'm gonna definitely come here more often and see what else I can get and see what else that pops up for me. And I got all these pictures in my phone, guys. I didn't use my actual camera. Actually, on this day, I didn't really get much of like nothing in terms of with my camera. I just took stuff from my phone. But I think that's also good to get pictures with your phone as well. You can get amazing stuff with your phone. You don't always have to use your camera all the time to get stuff. Especially in terms of me filming myself, I'm going to have to use my phone because I don't have the right camera to do that. Because my actual camera, I have to use that to get the wildlife aspect. So I have my own photographer, my own videographer, um, just my own everything, really. One-man show, basically. Yeah, it's another perspective of the marsh here. I'm not a big fan of overcast days, but I do find it still beautiful. Even though the lighting is really diffused, but it's still beautiful regardless. And I guess this video is a bit longer too, huh? Usually my videos aren't this long, but since I've taken so many pictures with my phone and took so many videos, it just kind of made it a little bit longer. But hey, if you're interested in learning about the story, then you definitely watch the full duration of the video, behind the scenes type thing. Yeah, got more good shots here. I'm glad it's March, like it's the middle of March now, so it's definitely gonna be warming up soon. Definitely looking forward to that. I think probably around April, I might see the ospreys pop back up, so definitely look forward to getting some more osprey pictures. I usually get them every year, but I always look forward to seeing them. Every time the ospreys come, it's like a party, because they're so active in the air, and they're so active vocally as well, so it's always opportunities to get some more pictures, especially working on my bird of flight photography. Okay, I got one more image, and then I'm gonna show you guys one more trail view when I left the park, or as I'm leaving the park, I should say. And that will be it, guys. Alright, so just enjoy the last bit of content. And I will talk to you guys in a few. Guys, so also donate. I have included a link below, video in the description. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. Also, buy my books and buy my prints in the link below the description. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this nice episode on the JB's Nature Walk. More videos are to come, but like I said, I will probably be doing like once a month, The extra one I posted last week or a couple weeks ago was a bonus. So yep, I might surprise you, of course. But all right, guys, that's about it. And I'll see you when I see you. Take care.